Okay, guys. Okay. I said that I would come back with the video. Um, this video is due to some karmics, and they could be in the tarot room, they could be anywhere. They could come from any walks of life. They could declare they're Christian and uh I'm gonna tell y'all about several people that God have showed me. Okay, it's this one lady that she claims that she is of God. And the other day I tapped in on her channel because it came across my feed. And I went to listen to her. And you could tell that, in her spirit that she was uneasy. And the way she was bringing the word was like, you and God. And, at times, even in some of my videos or whatever, I had been, deep up in, not in my uh, balanced voice. It would be in another because I was really trying to get them to understand this point of contact or thing that you have done could be very critical against one's self. And this, you know, these people took it as just like I'm stating or whatever, even about Beyonce, Jay-Z, anybody online. You don't have the rights to think that you're God yourself and do ugly things to people. Money, power, and respect, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if your character and your integrity and your moral compass and who you are in as an individual from heart has nothing to do with yes, have a lot. It's going to have a lot to do with the way you treat people. And some of these people still aren't getting it. They feel, oh, I'm at the top. Oh, I didn't have the biggest of them all to come for me off the internet when they had no business. If I wasn't speaking about you, but you claim to be a leader, you would not. And the thing of it is these particular people that are up, that are in higher ups, that's with the elites, that's with Illuminati, that's with these different walks of life or whatever, they felt that, hey, you can't come up in here and start speaking stuff or whatever when they shouldn't have even been in your lane. And you felt their energy. You felt them being on your channel. You felt them and you blocked them. And what it was, they got so mad to where they felt the need to come together with different officials that's being crooked in your city, different people that's not of God in your city that believe and trust in them when they shouldn't be doing none of that. These people should not, you don't have the rights to end nobody's life. You don't have the rights to come for nobody if they don't want to deal with you. They on the other septic, you know, they're way out of your league. They're in their own lane. They're doing the works of God. You have no business coming for that person, regardless of the matter. And what God is telling me, it was not none of that. It was jealousy. It was hate. It was envy. It was people thinking that, oh, I'm the leader of all of this. I'm over everybody. Regardless if Satan is using me or not, I can do what I want to do. And If you block me, I will show you. These people wanted you to fall in line with the rest of the people that follow them, and you didn't do it, and it pissed them off enough to come over here and or wherever you were located and try to demolish you, your character, and you, in your everything, and not even knowing you personally. You don't do that. If you don't know a person personally, you ain't been up around them, you don't know how they move, you don't know what didn't happen to them, you don't have the right to come for them. You don't know them like that. That is disrespect in itself. And you can say that, oh, this person disrespected me by blocking me and speaking on me. No, this person knew that you were following them. This person knew your agenda. This person knew what you were doing behind the scene. This person knew, they knew what you were doing, and they are in a lane by themselves, just as you should be. You should not be outside your jurisdiction going up into no city, county, anything on a person that you do not know. God is going to get you. He did not give you the permission to do that, to get people involved that you know, that you are finding out. You know, what I'm getting is the people that came after you, the same way they went and did a background check on you and knew how to move with taking you down, they did that with everybody from the courts all the way down to the streets. They went and found out things, they investigated, and they started them a blackmailing campaign. Oh, if you want, and then what was so kidding about the situation, and it wasn't even kidding, they sent in, they paid a person that's of low vibration. They sent them in. They knew how these people operated, whether they was from the courts, they was on the police force, they were even in the federal department. These people were strategic about how they moved, where they knew that they could get to the people higher ups in the community that you were residing in, that they could get them, catch them in their lowest moments, whether it was, say for instance, they outside of work, this person is the biggest trick of the city. This person lay down with street whores. This person deals with other men or whatever. These people knew how to move in to get to you, to where all the people that were over you from this community, whether it was from these higher ups in this community, they knew things about these people to get them in a stronghold, to where they got to them, to where they could get to you. This stuff is bigger than what you know. And it's like what they did was they went through all avenues to get to you and to get to these people, to where they could put a chokehold on them, and then they could make them bring pressure on you, you know, all the way to the point of, if they could get rid of you from some street people, people in your family. They started with your family. Then they moved on up. They moved to everything that you were connected to. Everything where you may have been getting resources from, where you may live at, where you may work at. They sent people in that got these people in a stronghold. And these are things that, must stay hidden. These people's personal life. These people, shortcomings that, that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. People that are sleeping with each other within these companies, knowing that they shouldn't be. People that may have a wife or husband at home, but they are, in cahoots or in outside of work, they sneaking and creeping around with each other. These people that wanted to get to you, that was not even from the same community that you were from, this is how they moved in. They moved in for the kill. Started working with your family first. And they knew that these people were in a stronghold in their finances. So they offered them money to do whatever they did to you. And then turned around and started telling them, coaching them of what they needed to do to get to you or end you. These people use people even that you had exes that you had been with, that they use these people to go in for your kids. And some of these people did things, manipulated your kids, brainwashed them, coached them, and all of that to come for you. And it was all due to money. And they made them think that if they didn't give them the money right off, they not getting it. But some of them, they presented to them, you got to get rid of this person. Your mother is like this. Your mother is like that. You need to put an ending to this person. They got these, even some of your children, but nevertheless, if it's not even your children, it's family members that were offered money, and they gave them so much or showed them what to do or sent them out to people that they knew how these people moved, like outside of their jobs. They knew that these people are maybe swingers. They know that these people get down and dirty on the weekend or after work, or what type of addictions that these people got, that are officials and higher ups in your community. They knew things about these people, so they knew how to send people in to get them in a stronghold, and to get them to move in the way they wanted them to move when it came to you. These are people that's all over. They could be coming from any walks of life. Tarot artists, celebrities, officials that's in these different communities, that's in higher up, starting from with the feds. Some of these people crooked up in the feds, in the at the police department, leasing officers, in government, that work in different government agencies, at social security buildings, at the unemployment office, all of these, and they had all of these people targeting you. Nevertheless, also these people had people to cut off resources for you, where you wouldn't be able to move. You would have no help. And if it wouldn't have been for the grace of God leading and guiding you, you would have been out for the count. They want you outside. They want you to look unstable. They want you to look crazy. They want you to look like they were sending all kinds of, if they could have got you locked up, that's what they was going to do. But you passed the test. Even people in the tarot room and in other departments. Some of these people have not passed the test. Some of these people ended up going to jail, but it's about to be a lot more. It's going to be lawyers, doctors, nurses, like people. So much stuff is getting uncovered that the internal affairs and other people that are involved or whatever, that these people are going to be in trouble. But nevertheless, they was coming for little old you, and not understanding that you just giving a warning. Like you being in the midst of them is like a warning that's coming, because you can foresee, and God have sent you with a message. He want everybody to clean it up. It's not like you can just go and call up the police and start having them to investigate all of these different people in all these different departments on all the things they have done or is doing, and have the police just off of your face, your word, and have an investigation started. No. So God is sending you within these different departments and compartments to warn these people, and none of them are getting it. It's about money, money, money. It's about their own self-will, self-righteous, self-entitlement, I'm in the lead. No, you're not. You're leading for the devil. You are killing people off. You are leading people wrong. You are doing things or whatever. This is bigger than what you know. And they, with the coming after you, they started with you and felt like, oh, I get the bottom feeder or whatever, because that's what they want. That's what they was trying to see you as. They didn't want you to break bread. They didn't want you. That's why God was telling me the other day in his word, you people, you complaining about bread, saying that, and it was like the 2 loaves and the 5 fish. God told me whatever you about to start or whatever God been telling you to go forward with it, God said it's gonna be like the 2 loaves and the 5 fish. God is gonna, whatever you put out, it's gonna multiply. This is how far, whatever little thing this is that you have, this is how big it's going to become. This is how much it's going to expand. This is how much weight it will carry. If you look at the 2 loaves and the 5 fish, you would look at as many people as it was that Jesus had to feed. It was way more than what you would have ever thought that those 5 fishes and 2 loaves could have fed. But look how far it went. God is telling me whatever project, whatever it is that you got to do to make this money, because you have suffered from so many losses and people doing their wickedness. They was coming after you, trying to make you be the problem when they are the problem. They are the issue. They are the problem. God wants them out the way. They're not doing their job like he would want them to. It's even terror. You still up there. You still pumped up. You still did things. You still stole from God's chosen people. And you're sitting on your high seat, in your high chair, thinking that you're bringing about some messages for the community, and your mind and your heart is not in the right place, because at this point, you even putting money over God. So we already know that you're not in the right place. But these people that did this stuff or whatever, and came down here throughout your community where they had people stalking, harassing, they got your exes all involved. One of your exes could have even confessed They told me they was gonna give me 100,000 K to get rid of you. They went and offered these people, even if they didn't give. And this is how, if you knew that these people was in a rocky or had a rocky foundation or wasn't living that good or was able to go and purchase homes and cars and all of that, these people from celebrity rooms, from all around that linked up with these people, the elites, with Illuminati, with all these people to come against you, it was not that serious. They just don't know. Your heart got to be light as a feather. You're harmless as a dove or whatever. You are bringing about a message to warn them that they better get their house in order. It's not like you can do anything to these people outside of just warning them. And it was a warning because God have foreseen and foresee and have given you that gift to know things, to bring about a message, to look at people and see what they're doing and tell them. It's not like, oh, I'm coming to judge you because I am speaking of this. Oh, I'm coming to bring destruction upon you. No, it's going to be the people that they're around that's going to do that. They all, some of these people is going to, or they're sitting in paranormal right now. They paranoid. They thinking people of they little incantine groups or whatever. They feel that these people have already, if you coming with this message, some of them are paranoid and thinking that people within these different departments, within these different groups that they got where they link it up and praying to the devil or doing these rituals or sex escapades or whatever, they think things are coming out and it's not being directly to them, but they're hearing through the grapevine of different things that they know that they have been a part of, and it's making them paranoid to where they like, didn't nobody else know this but such and such, and we are all in these groups or whatever. So they got to be the ones that relate that message. No, it is strictly coming from the heavens. God see what you're doing. He know all things. He see all things. He uses his prophets in that kind of way. But God's prophets aren't just led by the Bible, the word of the Bible. God could show his people anything or could give his people anything to bring about a message. He could cause anything to happen to bring about a message. God could directly show his prophet who you are and what you have done and tell them to warn you and tell you to change your ways. And a lot of people, they want to blame somebody. They looking all around, all over their shoulders. Oh, they know what I did. They know what I did. It got to be someone within this group that told them. And no, it's not. Nobody told the people who God, hold on, y'all. They don't want me to speak. Nobody told the people that God have sent to tell you. These people know about these things because they have been shown who you are or whatever. And I'm going to come back here in just a minute with some more videos, and it's to do with Karmic Tarot readers that are sitting up on their high horses. I will be right back anyway, guys. So I'm going to end that for now, but just take heed, take warning, seek God, like, subscribe, and share. Make sure y'all being tapped in and involved with my videos. Yeah. Okay. Like I say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, I'm going to put my credentials on there and my information where you can donate to my channel. But anyway, anywho, okay, guys, I will be back.